these things and then we're going to pray. Bible says, from where we read, let me read the Message translation. He said, and after he took, John chapter 19 and verse 30, and after he took the wine, Jesus said, it is done. Then I like the way he put in the Message translation, he put three dots. In other words, he had this open check. He had, what it is that is done can now be added. He said, it is done. And then he added, when you have those three dots, the English people will tell you that it's an open check, is something that is a blank and something can be added. It is done. Your healing complete. It is done. Your prosperity complete. It is done. Your long life complete. It is done. Your marital destiny settled. It is done. Your healing settled. It is done. Your freedom complete. Do you see what I'm quoting in the Bible? It says it is done. Someone say it is done. So Jesus made that verdict. He made that very strong verdict. The NIV simply said it is finished. The Amplifier said it is finished. But what is important now, it is what is it that is finished? What it is, which shows you that this thing is anything that is not okay according to God's covenant that need to end. That is what he's saying that is finished. You need to know that Easter is a day for us to remind ourselves of the victory that Jesus won for us and appropriate that in our lives. Allow that to become what is leading our lives in the right direction. What is making our lives to become, quite different. Easter is like the second most powerful day. Okay, the first most powerful day, if you want to say, is the day God created man, created the whole thing in Genesis. After that time, and after the fall of man, the next very most important time is Easter. Because that's where God not only restored us back the things that Satan stole, he actually gave us more. And so Bible says, it is finished. Help me look at the person by your left or your right. Say, it is finished. I can't hear you say, it is finished. And let me help you a little bit to understand why Jesus was saying this. In 1 John chapter 3 and verse 8. 1 John chapter 3 and verse 10, verse 8. The Good News translation says, the part B of it, it says, the Son of Man appeared for this, again singular, for this very reason, to destroy the work devil had done. So now, there is something devil had done, Jesus came to undo it. And so when he's now say it is done, and he put that hyphen and say complete, it is that shows up that is not right, that you don't like, that you don't appreciate, that thing is finished. Whatever it is, whether it is somebody that, has cost you, and say you will never marry in your life, and say even if you marry, you will not have children, and say you will not get a job, and say your father did not build a house, you cannot build. Somebody say it is finished. That is the it for you there. You know how they try to explain God when Abraham was asking God, Moses was asking God, he said, God, when I go, who will I say that sent me? What did he answer him? Say what? I am who I am. In other words, some people say it simply means I will be to you whatever you want me to be at whatever time you ask for that question. So that means when you need help, God will be help for you. When you need healing, God will be healing for you. When you need peace, God will be peace for you. When you need to conceive and have a child, God will be that fruitfulness for you. God, through his son Jesus Christ on the cross, purchased for us a blank check that can put every other thing inside. I mean, if you see where they are writing in legal document, you can hardly see them put ... because that gives you an option to write anything and put. In fact, when they finish, they will always stamp and look at the places that have space and block. It's like when you are writing check, you write 3,722,000 naira. The remaining space, what do you do with it? You close it up. You close it up. You use dash and close so that nobody can add anything. But Jesus, instead of closing up, he opened up and said, you know what? You can free to add